the trap. Shout out to the trappers. We are back lit. It's the out of Hennyman battle rap trap, and we definitely got the streets, man. We got John in the building, real nigga radio. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get straight into it, John. What happened with the Mook battle, man?
I mean, the Mook thing started. It started coming up and being a topic while me and Cass was already in the talks. So even though Mook was saying something, I wasn't about to just flip what we was going on because this Cassidy situation is a bigger situation,
right,
than what people see. Or, you know what I mean, on a surface level. You know what I mean? I could still spin on Mook. That ain't about nothing. But right now, you know, Cassidy was already lined up. So that's when we had with it.
Yeah. Okay, so why Cassidy?
Well, because there's a wider audience that he brings, and you know, bringing Cassidy back in the battle rap brings the energy back in the battle rap.
Facts.
Everything goes up.
Yeah.
The views go up. You know what I mean, the attention, everything goes up. So that's why I said it was a bigger play here. Not to say that Mook can't bring it, but Cassidy brings something totally different than what Mook brings. You know what I mean? Mook is of course, a tougher battle. You know what I mean? He's more active than Cassidy, and you know what I mean. I feel like he's a better battle rapper, but with Cassidy, like I said, yeah, there's a bigger play here. You know what I mean? That people might not see, but they will. They will.
Yeah. I definitely personally was surprised, especially since I seen you and Mook out there at the King of the Dot event. And I felt like that was about to be the announcement. And then the Cassidy joint kind of came out of nowhere. But this is definitely a legacy battle. Is this a battle that you specifically always wanted for your resume?
No, I never even saw it happening. Never saw it happening. Never really like I need that. And but you know that it came about. The shit is it is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga about to battle Cassidy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but it ain't like I've sought out like I want to battle Cassidy one day. That's never crossed my mind. You know what I mean? So, but it's definitely a big legacy battle. Like I said, it's Cassidy, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's Cassidy, but he ain't never signed my fucking basketball. So what you gonna say to me?
hey yo,
Shout
shout out to Hitman Holla, but yeah, that's a haymaker right there. You should have said that joint right there, but I appreciate you for giving that joint to the trap though.
There's many more, man. There's many more.
Hey, listen, if y'all don't know right now, Cassidy versus John and Don is going down October 19th, in game out there in Atlanta, man. Hey, John, how hard was it to book Cassidy, man? I seen, you know, some friction or some hesitance with other leagues. Deposits was paid, but battles not executed. How hard was it for you to book and execute this battle right here?
I wouldn't say it was hard because I knew the offer that I was going to give Cassidy was was a good offer. You know what I mean? I felt like it was a good deal. So it was just a little minor little things back and forth, but everything was understandable and respectable. I was surprised dealing with him. Well, not too surprised because I knew the offer was good, but I didn't know if he was really going. You know what I mean? Because he liked the offer, but he took a while to sign the contract.
Okay.
So it's like it got me feeling like he was a little scared, or he probably had to get a jump start to start writing or something ahead of time and get in the right mindset to get ready or something. Because if you agree to everything and the contract's sitting there, what are you sitting on it for a week and a half for?
I ain't gonna lie, John. We both know Cash probably got 10 rounds for you written already.
Which ones are good?
Oh man. Okay. All right. So yeah, you getting straight into it. See, my thing is this. This is a different situation for Cass because we only seen him battle a handful of times in this newer era, and none of them has been with a dual threat league owner / battle rapper. So are you expecting that? I see you already got the energy that you normally would have for any battle rapper. I see that. Are you expecting that from Cassidy? I mean, as far as the promo that we usually get from Cassidy, are you expecting that for this battle?
Definitely, I am. But I wouldn't be surprised to see a different energy from Cass right now because I feel like he know this is a different kind of fight. I feel like this nigga spooked a little bit. I think the other battles he was he still had the little ignorance to feel like, yo, I'm better than these dudes, dog. I've been doing this, dog. Y'all niggas trying to do what I do. Y'all trying to be. He had that ignorance. I don't think he got that right now. So I don't know where his confidence is about to be, or what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? But he definitely about to. Yeah, I expect him to get crazy with the promo for sure. You know what I mean? Because that's, Cass is he's a battle rapper at heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so he's competitive and shit like that. And I ain't turned up nowhere near as much as I'm about to turn up.
Oh
I ain't
man.
turned up nowhere near as much as I'm about to turn up.
Oh man. So listen,
This is all part of the rollout, man.
you just said 2 times or implied 2 times that Cassidy is scared or shook or being very aware and cautious of how he moves. Do you really feel like that?
Yeah, 1,000%. But with me feeling like that, that's not me being comfortable.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's me now. It's like, though, if you about to battle somebody that got a lot on the line and they scared, like my best performances came from me being scared.
Okay.
My worst performances came from me being comfortable. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if I know I'm about to battle a nigga that's scared and really locked in and doing all of this, I know I'm in for a different fight. I can't let this battle be close. Like, this is a different type of fight for me. You think I'm just coming in here just to be better than Cassidy? I'm already better than Cassidy. That's not like it's a given. You know what I mean? Like, my last 4 performances would beat every Cassidy we've seen.
Sheesh.
So it's not like I'm about to just. But the battle that I gotta do, I gotta give a legacy performance for me.
Right.
And unfortunately, Cassidy's gonna be the nigga standing there while I do it. So it's like, you know what I mean? He's just in a weird situation. So yeah, so once I fully lock in, I'm fully locked in. I'm not playing down to my competition.
Yo, John, you were talking crazy, playing down to my competition when talking about Cass is crazy, man. This is a legend for real.
Yeah, super legend. You know what I'm saying? One of them dudes, like I said, this is a humbling situation for me to get this opportunity. All that, whatever, blah 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 blah. It's wartime, nigga. October 19th.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, nah, you signed up. It's over now. Now it's all pressure. I'm going to show a difference. It's going to be a different battle than he's had ever in his life. I promise you.
Okay.
Ever. Out of all 5,005 of them, this is going to be a whole different battle.
Okay, well, let's get into that then, man. He got Disaster. He got Goods. He got Hitman. He got Arsenal. Which one of those battles were you impressed by and most impressed by?
I'll say this. I feel like he was getting better and better at every battle, but I knew that because it comes with experience.
Yeah.
You learn more after every performance, and I'm expecting to see the best Cassidy we've seen against me. All battle rappers say that. Yo, y'all about to see the best nigga against me. Everybody bring their best against me. But this is a whole different situation. Cassidy knows he has to be this because, like, realistically, the money that Cass is looking for, he gets smoked right now. It's gonna be hard for him to get that money again. It's gonna be hard.
Okay.
We ain't seen him in a couple years because it was hard for him to get it.
Yeah.
and everybody know he brings the numbers. Everybody know he brings the energy. Everybody know that. But within the sport, it's like, it's kind of crazy because even with this announcement, what niggas saying, they looking more forward to the face-off than the battle. And that's not because of me.
Nah, it's because of you too, though, John. You really, especially this year, you've been, that chip on your shoulder is huge right now, and you talking your talk. So we looking forward to what you got to say. That's why I wanted to do this interview. I wanted to see your energy and see if it's the same as the frack and the coffee and all that. It's good to see it is, though.
Come on, I'm not. My energy is gonna be like this all year. It's up for everybody. I've been saying that it's really up for everybody, and this Cassidy won't be in my last one. So imagine everything I'm about to, pour into this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about to be, and y'all really not about to see the same John y'all been seeing.
Okay.
It's not like.
Go ahead.
It's not.
Yeah. Are you saying you got something you want to say to Cass?
Yeah, I got something I want to say to everybody.
Hey, I really like this version. I really like this 2024 John, dog. Like it
I
for
got something I
real.
want to say to everybody, man. Everybody, man. Like you gotta think when you went through a career like I went through, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whether you want to do the ups and downs, turns, the hate, the shade, or because I'm going against niggas that's affiliated with a bunch of people. So now
Right.
there's whole movements trying to be anti John, but I've still gotta, you know what I mean, do what I do through the race and you know what I mean? My little mishaps being magnified and my accomplishments being overlooked. You know what I mean? The disrespect constantly. Why am I going through the years and niggas acting like they questioning if I'm a legend or not? They questioning if I'm top tier when I clearly have everything. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be a point where when this shit is said and done, people are gonna reflect and see what John did, and it's you gonna be able to you ain't even gonna be able to count on one hand
Mm-hmm.
on how many people put the work in than I did. When you think about it, on one hand, you got some niggas that y'all try to say did more work than me that got way less battles and they only battled. They brought nothing else to the table other than battles and what they was able to benefit. You
Mm-hmm.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you lay out everything that I've done and what I brought and you could when you look at it, it's gonna look like damn, John did this shit by himself. There was
Yeah.
no movements behind him. There was
Mm-hmm.
no nothing. There was no nothing.
Yeah.
So now we get to a point where I brought Cassidy back, and B bringing Cassidy back does something for the entire culture.
Yeah.
I'm aware of that. You know what I'm saying? So now, and that's just outside of the battle. So now we get into the battles, and then I do what I do. You could line up like, all right, look at this nigga career. He got some real live murders on his resume.
Mm-hmm.
Real live murders. He got wins that he wasn't supposed to get, and places he wasn't supposed to get them at.
Okay. What care to say the wins that you feel like he got?
That Cash got
Yeah.
disaster.
Okay. Yeah, that garage joint. Yeah, yeah. Put my arm in
Yeah,
it.
yeah. But it was ugly on that stage though.
Yeah.
Or
That event. Yeah. You're right. It did look different. It did look different on that
yeah, when
stage.
they go in the garage, it's like, come on, like you know what I'm saying? He like, I don't know, man. Like, uh, it could be very bad for Cash, and I'm not gonna feel bad either. I'm sorry. You've been doing this for too long. You're a professional. You grown. You tough, right? Like, I'm not. I'm really about to wow him. I'm really about to wow him.
Now, you just mentioned Cassidy, and basically he can't demand the same amount of money he demanded if he goes up there and dies. I saw your mayor tweet yesterday, man. Can you clear that up? Is it rumors that the mayor is sponsoring this?
Yeah, I'm seeing niggas just say certain shit like that, like, and then throughout the year, like, it was just annoying. Like after that happened, people like, I'm like, yo, I got an event coming up. Is the mayor involved? Is the mayor involved? And I feel like people just saying that because they want to be around and try to get a bag because they heard the mayor was throwing bags out. Like,
Yeah,
bro, you know what I mean? Just wait till the event happened. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You don't see this man logo on there. If the mayor was involved, the mayor would have been on Twitter going crazy. And shout out to the mayor. Like, you
yeah,
know what I mean? Shout out to Mondale. Like this
yeah.
ain't no shot or no anything, but
Right.
like I worked hard to put this together. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
sacrificed a lot. Don't give my credit to somebody else just because I did one event with that person.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Like, you know what I mean? There's other ways to make. I've been making this shit happen for 10 years before the mayor came around.
Right, right. Very true.
Like, you
Very
know what
true.
I mean? So it's just always, I just be noticing little shit like that. Like niggas, if something big is happening, they gotta act like they showing love, but at the same time throw a little shade by like giving credit somewhere else. Like shout out to the mayor, shout out like that's corny. That's corny. Why y'all
Yeah,
pocket watching anyway?
yeah.
Enjoy their bit.
I noticed that about battle rap, man. I don't want to get too far off topic, but it seems like battle rap fans don't want their battle rappers to be too successful or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to word it, but that's what it seems like, though. Do you notice that?
Yes. And I think it's because they want to be able to relate more. Like you know,
Hmm.
like before, like a couple years ago, you see like there was a thing battle rappers were saying like a verb or goods or something. They be like the dirty battle rappers are more likable.
Oh yeah.
You know
Okay,
what I mean?
yeah. Yep. I
You know what
did
I
hear that.
mean?
Yeah.
Like and then they don't like Hitman talking about money. They don't like
Hmm.
goods talking. Like the moment you talk about money and success, they don't like it. But chess can make a niche out of being out of struggle bars.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
That's just how it is. So they don't want to see. Battle rap fans is like they don't like the growth. They want to see you where they see you at in the beginning. The moment you come out with too many chains on, the moment you know what I mean? Like it's just
Mm-hmm.
weird. It's just
Yeah,
weird. It's just
yeah.
weird. So
I ain't gonna. That's kind of what it seemed like happened to Easy. Easy was the super underdog and had that chip on his shoulder, and everybody loved it. Once he got past Hitman and became the talk of everything, it seemed like people start to kind of be like, "Oh nah, you ain't the underdog. You ain't got that same feel." But speaking of Easy, I gotta ask. I know you did that favor for him, and I think y'all said that it was some type of agreement where he was gonna come to bullpen since you stepped in on the Jones battle on trenches. Is Easy gonna be on this card?
no,
Damn. Okay. Okay.
yeah, no, nah. Shout out to Easy, but like I didn't do that just to be able to ask him for a favor. I don't
Okay.
care. You know what I'm saying? Like that was more so just I was in battle mode. That was an opportunity to battle Jones. That's a long overdue battle.
Facts.
It was a moment. It was a time I could challenge myself in 3 days. I looked at it like that. So I don't look at it like Easy owe me or anything. I spoke to him like coming to the pin. Of course, Easy gives his Easy response. Oh, we got to do the business got to be right. Easy, don't, like, come on, don't talk to me like that. Like I don't do, you know what I'm saying? Like my
Yeah.
business ain't right. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck is you talking about? You know what I mean? But some niggas is just like that. You know what I mean? I feel like, of course, Easy, he's feeling himself. Like he's feeling like, oh, I'm really, I come out. It's different. It's I'm like, I hear you, bro. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But come on, man. Like we rapping here, but.
All right,
But yeah,
John.
I don't feel like he owed me nothing though. He don't owe me nothing.
John, I ain't gonna lie, John. When I seen the end game and I seen the first announcement, John versus Cassidy, I thought you was about to come out of nowhere with Easy versus Mook too, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought the budget opened up. You feel me?
Yeah, but like, why would I do that?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
that's the thing. Why would I do that? Like, you know what I mean? That's not a battle for me. That's not. Why would I go out and go try to find money to get Mook and then to give it to Easy? Easy, you know what I mean?
Okay, okay. I see what you're saying.
You book your own battles. You book that. You and Remy get together. Y'all get that going.
I
Why
see
am
what
I
you're
going to
saying.
give this man his biggest battle over here? That don't make no sense.
I see what you're saying. Okay,
You
so
know what I
so
mean?
with the theme end game and the first announcement being so huge, no Diddy, of course. What's up with the rest of the card though? Like, are we looking at like a bullpen theme card where all your soldiers get like in game type MCs, or what's up with the rest of the card?
I mean, if I could answer that, I'll just drop the card.
Okay,
You know
okay.
what
You
I'm
you, you know I
saying?
gotta
Like,
try though.
yeah. But it's a rollout. It's a rollout. And I mean, there's gonna be some surprises on matchups on the card. There's gonna be, you know what I mean, some. I can't wait to get this whole card out. And I understand we got a month until then, and everybody just so anxious. But I'm not about to pull the trigger. I could slow roll this. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's me and Cass. You know what I mean? And then when I drop this next announcement, I should get it tomorrow. Um, that's gonna be even crazier. Then when I drop the next one, it's gonna get even crazier. So it's just like,
Woo. Okay.
so I could, yeah, I'm not gonna rush it. I'm not gonna rush it. I would have just dropped the whole card if I felt like, the rest of the card ain't is just, everything is just under me and Cassidy. No, but
Yeah.
this is a card, and then once you get the card, you really going and once you get the card and you see the venue and you see how everything play out, you're gonna understand why it's endgame.
Yeah.
You gonna
Yeah.
understand why it's endgame.
Yeah. Now I pay attention to Twitter a lot. I saw you tweet. Cass really got fans saying he gonna smoke me, and I absolutely love it. Are you already? Because Cass got the original Hive for real. You know what I mean? Like his
Yeah,
fans get a
yeah,
little crazy. Are you already feeling that?
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing the fans do it, but I'm so accustomed to that. Anyway, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, like, you feel me? Whatever niggas gonna say is whatever they gonna say, and I've been able to stay in my bag by not paying attention to that.
Right.
I've been staying in my bag, just focusing on what I think is fire, what's my standard, and just sticking to that and going up there rapping that shit with confidence, knowing I got that shit. As far as delusional fans, it's gonna be like that. There's gonna be fans that just don't like nothing that I do.
Mm-hmm.
and it ain't like they wear it on their forehead, so I ain't gonna be able to look at them and tell. Some niggas hide it well. Some niggas act like they fuck with me. Some niggas, I fuck with John, but he ain't been doing, like, you know how niggas do.
Yeah.
I fuck with you, but it's like you can't really. So I don't really pay attention to none of that. But I see it though. I see it, and I always, I've been keeping mental notes of everybody that's been saying dumb shit before every battle.
Right.
And it all sounded crazy. Every time y'all said this weird shit that was for the Calico battle. John can't rap with Calico. John. Y'all trying to, like, what the fuck are we doing here? We rapping, ain't we? Like, what are you talking about rapping? Okay, beat Calico now, niggas is quiet. All right. Siri Jones in 3 days. Oh, yeah. I lowered the standing because it was 3 days. I go up there and wild out. Oh, he ain't write that in 3 days. We go on to the Frack battle. Oh, Frack don't lose on King of the Dot. There's no way John gonna go on King of the Dot and beat Frack. There's no, like, I'm listening to this shit. I go and beat Frack. Y'all want to act like the shit is more debatable than what it is. Okay, cool, whatever. Because we did have a crazy battle. Shout out to Frack. But it's like, come on, look at how y'all talked about me before the battle and how y'all get quiet after.
Right.
Then we go into this Coffee shit, and y'all just acting like Coffee really. Shout out to Coffee. Shout out to Coffee. But Coffee can't rap with me. Like realistically, like, I'm just like, come on. And then y'all just say, oh,
I got that written down as a question, man. You and Coffee, how you think that turned out?
I mean, it was a cool battle. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was cool. I feel like I clearly won, and I feel like she looked very good. You know what I mean?
Her name Coffee, but the body T.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, it was cool. I feel like it happened, and she inserted herself, in my way at the wrong time. And then the crazy thing is, while I was like preparing for Coffee, I was also like getting everything together for this in-game card, and shit was like up and down and all over the place. So I was really stressing out the in-game shit almost didn't happen.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot. So I was really more so just ready to get that battle over with. So I didn't even really enjoy the moment. So it was hard for me to enjoy that battle with like while it was happening. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
But I just feel like niggas just been doing that all the time. And then now you got people certain shit. Like, I see some videos, some reactions, and you see the comments. I got Cass 3-0, Cass gonna body John. I'm really seeing this shit. And I'm like, I'm glad I'm seeing this, because I don't want to look everywhere and see John 3-0, because what's going to happen is when I smoke the nigga, what y'all going to do is sweep it under the rug again. Oh, he was supposed to do that. He was supposed to do that. Like, come on, man. Y'all can't bash a nigga for not doing what he's supposed to do, but then don't praise a nigga for doing what he's supposed to do.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It got to go both ways. Yes, you got to commend niggas for doing what you're supposed to. You have to. You know what I mean? You tell your kids, yo, clean your room tonight. Right? They're supposed to clean because you told them to do it.
Right.
So when they clean the room and then you give them praise for doing it, they're gonna be looking forward to doing it all the time now.
Yeah.
Because they like that praise. But if they do it and you just don't say nothing, it's like, what the fuck did I do this for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the psyche of this battle rap shit is wild.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, but that's where I'm at with it, man.
Quick curveball, man. Now, I know y'all supporting each other, of course, but usually when you see one, you see the other. This time around, you and Holla got events very close, and they both major events. Is this like a friendly competition for who could throw the bigger or better event?
I've never been in competition with nobody I consider a friend.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I don't see, like, I don't see Holla making announcements like, oh, I got to do something bigger than him. Now, I don't know how he feel. Even if he feel like he in competition with me, that's cool. Like, I don't. Holla is a super competitive nigga. He's in competition with everybody. He's just competitive. So I don't take that personal. If that's the case, he might not even be in competition with me. But but if that's the case, I don't take it personal. Like, I don't think about what everybody else got going on. I'm just focusing on I'm trying to throw the biggest event that I possibly could throw.
Okay.
I'm not trying to throw a bigger event than anybody else. I throw, you know what I mean? I throw a crazy event. Holla throw a crazy event. Calico got a crazy event coming up. Like, it's like, You know what I mean? Geechi throw a crazy event, Easy throw a crazy event. Like if niggas throwing crazy events, I'm not trying to have the better one. I know I'm gonna have a good one. I'm gonna do what and I'm going after the event of the year, period, just off of not to be better than anybody, but just to provide the best experience and leave a mark for bullpen and what I do. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, nah, I didn't know like sitting around hoping niggas events flop so I could be the best or anything like that. Like,
Yeah, I
I'm
knew
not.
that. I knew that. I knew. I just was talking about like
Yeah.
little friendly jabs, not wishing for failure. But what you just said is so crazy, man. Everybody you just mentioned are all top tier or legend status battle rappers who are giving back to the culture in the form of throwing these are big events y'all been throwing lately. Like when did the game shift to that?
I think politics as usual open the door for some shit, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I think I've been showing it since I've been running bullpen. When you think about the longest running league with an active owner, nobody done it like I've done it.
Right.
Nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, period. And then it was a long time niggas wasn't doing it. I've been preaching for a long time how battlers should book their own battles instead of sitting there waiting and complaining about somebody else booking a battle that you want to happen.
Yeah.
You got the leverage, you got the name, put it together. Niggas didn't want to do it. And I feel like me doing that over the years and making it look so effortless made niggas feel like it was easy to do. And then when they jumped in it and started doing it, you realize, all right, this shit ain't that easy.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah, this shit is a fucking headache. And then now you got niggas might do one event and then disappear for a year and then come back and do another event, or do one event and don't do no more.
Yeah.
Or maybe two events in a year and that be it. Like, I've done it consistently since 2015.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think now we getting into a point where they like, all right, they say the money not there in battle rap. When they say the money not there in battle rap, it's not just sitting around waiting to give to anybody. You know what I mean? Caffeine had money. That way they just gave it away. And where is Caffeine at?
Yeah, that was a horrible business model right there. I don't know what the hell they was doing.
Yeah, it was just with the wrong people. It's fucked up to say, but it was just the wrong people because we just got stagnant and we're just waiting for the check to come now because Caffeine got it. Think about everybody that got shows and didn't take advantage of them shows. Niggas was doing hours when they wanted to.
Yeah.
Sometimes they didn't do it. You know what I mean? It was just like, come on, niggas is playing. And then niggas would just run the fucking streams up just to get the hours in to get the money.
Yeah.
Nobody was taking it serious. Imagine if everybody took it serious for that time and then everybody's shows got popping. We grew a fan base, and then now when Caffeine wanted to turn around and charge everybody, if niggas' fan base was popping, they wouldn't have a problem paying. Now we brought the money back into Caffeine. Battle rappers don't know how to bring the money in battle rap. They just sit there and wait for it. So now the money not there for niggas to grab. Now you got top 10 niggas understanding, oh, I got to throw my own shit now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Look, we just went through a whole bunch of shit with Hitman trying to get the Mook battle to happen. You know what I'm saying? And this and that happening. Or even him and Geechi been announced 3 different times on 3 different platforms. I'm trying to get it to, you know what I'm saying? Like, then now we get to the point where Hitman and Geechi is happening because Hitman got to make it happen. The money not sitting around here. Like, you gotta go get it. So that's where we at now. Niggas understand that. Geechi understand that. Calico understand that. Holla understand that. I understand that. Even Easy. Easy done. Once Easy started popping, and of course his price done went crazy. But since then, he ain't battled outside of Chroma Trenches.
Yeah.
Because the money not sitting there. You call Easy, yo, Easy, try to get you to battle over here. Easy gonna ask for a number that's just not sitting around there. It's just not sitting there.
Yeah. But he can make it back off throwing his own event though.
He could make it back off throwing his own event.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So that's just how it is. Like, you asking for shit, and then that's how that's where you get leverage at. Once you throw your own event, you have your own numbers.
Right.
So if I got this and that, you want me to come battle for you over there? You got what for me? Why would I come over there and do that when I got my own platform? I can stay right here, be comfortable, and get all of this. And on top of that, I own this footage.
Right.
And I could get more than what you offer me over there while I come over there and give you my light, risk my light, risk everything to come over there. Like, it doesn't add up that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So You know what I mean? But I understood that, you know what I mean? So of course, I could sit back all day and say, fuck going to these other leagues 'cause I could battle on myself. But that's not my mission this year. Wasn't that? It ain't just money with me. You know what I'm saying? Of course,
Right.
like all these battles I took, I made more money battling for myself over. It's not about money.
Yeah.
It's about leaving a mark. You know what I'm saying? I wanted that battle with Frack over there, King of the Dot at Mass, because that's one of the biggest events of the year. Frack was undefeated over there. Frack is a problem for niggas over there. Frack. Okay, so if I go over there and handle that nigga, what y'all gonna say about me? What y'all gonna say about me? Okay, Easy got a situation over there, trenches, boom, boom. I know I'm not about to bust him over the head with the money. It's last minute, this and that. But you ain't about to shortchange me either.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like make it happen because I am risking something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm going up there to do that, but it wasn't a money move. It's not about the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, me battling Coffee, I took the least amount of money I ever took for a quote unquote summer madness. I'm like, oh yeah, this ain't no summer madness to me. But you know what? I'm gonna go over there. You know what I mean? Coffee, one of the hottest females, is Kings versus Queens. All right, let me go over there and beat her too.
Yeah.
So now when you run down my resume of the year, look what happened. All of these people y'all said was unbeatable. I can't rap with all this other shit, and it wasn't. I ignored the money. Like the money just make it more convenient, whatever the fuck is going on. But that's not why I'm rapping here. I'm rapping to rap, and when I'm in that bag, ain't nobody fucking with me.
Yeah. All right. So you just said the names though: Frack, Coffee, Sirius Jones, Calico. I'm pretty sure I'm not leaving nobody out. But now you got Cass. I asked this last interview, yo, but I'm gonna ask again: are you trying to win Cody?
No, like Cody is not on my mind. Like when you think about, so this year I knew what I wanted to do by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I wanted to do a crazy event with a crazy opponent by the end of the year.
Right.
But for it to mean something, I have to build up anticipation for the battle by taking other battles and lead up to it. So if I'm taking other battles and lead up to it, I have to deliver high level performances. So by the time I get to the end of the year, it will mean everything. So if I was to half-ass Calico, Sirius Jones, Frack, or Coffee, this Cassidy announcement wouldn't hit the same.
Right.
It wouldn't even be that much pressure on Cassidy because right now it looked like Cassidy coming back and battling the hottest nigga in battle rap right now.
That's valid.
That's what it looked like.
That's valid.
You know what I'm saying? So my motivation was to line it up so if I do leave this year, at least I left a mark. Cody wasn't in my mind, especially in the beginning when the narrative is Tay-Rock got it, Tay-Rock got it, Tay-Rock got it, Tay-Rock deserved it. Tay-Rock been robbed other years. Tay-Rock is outside. He's going to different leagues. He's bringing the same energy. So in my mind, Tay-Rock got it already, and I want to see Tay-Rock get it. So I was never like, oh, I'm about to run Tay-Rock down. I'm not in competition with anybody I call a friend.
Right.
Champion, that's just one validation. That's like I'm not gonna put all my all into trying to get champion for a bunch of people to end up on a panel with agreements or with opinions that I don't agree with.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so then now I gotta feel like I failed because I sought out to do something, and then there's one opinion of somebody that secretly don't like me. Like I said earlier when we was talking, some people could mask that shit, act like they fuck with you just to try to seem like they have an unbiased opinion, but you could just tell where every time they talk about you, it's never the same energy with other people like it is with you. And I see that with Champion, and then Jay Black is my guy, but he don't even stand by that shit. He separates himself every time. I'm not even on the panel. I don't choose the chair. I don't choose it. Like, bro, you got to stand by that because you giving validation to who's up there voting. Like, you stamping that, so you can't separate yourself at the same time. You might as well, if we change champion, Jay Black might as well just decide who's champion. I will feel a lot better if he did that. You just decide. You by yourself. We would trust your opinion because you would get up there and you would break down why you feel the way you feel, blah, 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 blah. You telling me that Champion is your platform and this panel could vote for somebody and you disagree with who they vote for and you just okay with that?
It seemed like you've had this on your mind vocally? You've been vocal about it for years.
Yeah, because that's just my respect for the platform. It's the same way as Jay Black watching the John John battle, right? Or Jay Black tuned into a bullpen event and something don't go right, or something happens that he doesn't like and he speaks on it. Same thing with you, right? If you watch a battle and you feel like, oh, John John lost, you're going to speak on it. If you got critiques on John John, you're going to speak on it. So my whole thing is, why in battle rap only the battle rappers could be critiqued? Why the bloggers and the media and the analysts can't be critiqued by the battlers? And when we critique them, we emotional. First of all, we should be emotional. We are the artists. This is art. Art is subjective. Who the fuck are you to say this ain't really fire when, nigga, this is my art. This is fire to me. So if I say it's fire and you say it's not fire, I'm the professional, you not. Why are you talking like your opinion matters more than mine? And if I give you pushback, I'm only saying it because it's coming from me or I'm emotional.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? That's the problem. That's the problem. Niggas don't understand art is subjective. They will really just say certain shit like, oh, that wasn't that, that wasn't that. Well, while you say that wasn't that, there's a lot of people saying that was that.
Right.
So niggas don't respect opinions or understand what an opinion is.
Yeah.
So that's just it. So I just got my critiques on Champion because it's a staple in the culture. You know what I mean? It's a thing. Like, we appreciate that shit, and it's like Champion became like the Battler of the Year award. I never looked at that like the Battler of the Year award. I always looked at it like the Champion of the Year award, meaning that's who this platform selected to be the face for this platform. So once it got adopted as Battler of the Year, like this is the official Battler of the Year award, it's just like, I don't know if I can go with that, because we really gonna have to make a real, you know what I mean, judging point system, because the shit people be up there saying really don't make sense a lot of the times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To me. You know what I mean? So that's all it is.
I feel like certain presences, and you know, I got big respect for Black. You know what I mean? I appreciate him putting me on the panel all them times and all that, for sure. I feel like it was a presence missing from last year's panel, though. I do. And that could be partially my fault, because I did get the invite, but my intake of battles last year wasn't high enough. I didn't feel comfortable sitting in that seat knowing that I didn't watch nearly as many battles as I should have.
Yeah, but you did that because you was being real with yourself, right?
Right.
How do we know everybody else made that? How do we know everybody else actually watched these battles and really and not going off just narratives? How do we know people are really forming their own shit and really breaking down what's what? Because again, they still judging who won off what they think, particularly.
Yeah.
Like, so if this person is on a panel and they don't get all the references, they don't get certain shit, like they don't even, you just a fan, just because you're a fan. Like, you got fans up there, and it's just like, once you I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, now I get it, because it seems that with media now, like, people act as if it's some type of scientific, and it's not just Champion, it's media, period. It seems like people think it's some type of scientific method where, you know what I mean, 2 + 2 = 4, this bar plus this bar equals better, this, that, and the other. They say it as if it's not still an opinion. You feel me? Y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all are taking the feeling away from what battle rap is. Battle rap makes you feel like something, and y'all are trying to turn it into an equation that doesn't even account for the feel. And that you know what I mean, that's not what I fell in love with this shit for. Personally.
And it's hard to listen to that from people that you know don't even understand the feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to listen to that from people that don't understand the feeling. That's why when we hear people say certain shit about battle rap, and we can just tell you don't know because you're not even a battle rapper. Like, media will get offended when you be like, oh, since I'm not a battle rapper, that doesn't mean I don't know. No, you don't know. You're missing a lot.
Yeah.
You're missing a lot by being a battle rapper. That's the fact. It's like certain things you only going to know by being a battle rapper.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. That's the only going to know. And when I say being a battle rapper, that doesn't mean because you battled once or twice either.
Yeah.
You got to really go through the motions. And that's why, like Black even said he wants to do an all battle rap panel. That'll be way better because there'll be more understanding on that end.
But see, with an all battle rap panel, I think it'll run into the same problem as what I ran into last year. I was battling so much I couldn't look at everybody's battles, And I think with a lot of battle rappers, that'll be the case. Yeah, I mean, they
I
not gonna
mean,
look at
all right.
every
So
league, every
when
battle.
let me tell you this. So when you don't gotta look at every league, every battle. You can simplify it. When do they sit out and start discussing like the panel? Because if it's towards later in the year, right? You already got your top 10.
Yeah,
You got your top 10 or your top 5. Look at
yeah.
their battles. That's all you
Okay,
gotta
okay.
do.
Yeah, yeah.
Take a week before you go do the deliberation. Do your homework.
Yeah,
Watch it, take notes right then and there.
yeah,
Find valid reasons of why you think this person won. If you gotta be technical, you gotta cover everything. It's almost like spreading a rumor on somebody without proof. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like you gotta have shit to back up your claims. Niggas ain't so a battle happened earlier in the year and this person on the panel act like they just remember everything from the battle from earlier in the year. Nah, all y'all gotta watch this shit again. Give a
yeah,
list of the battlers and the list of the battles to watch and shit, and then when you come in with your notes, do your homework. You gotta do that. We just
yeah,
trusting that this panel done seen everything.
yeah, yeah,
You like you didn't have to tell nobody you didn't watch the battles. You could have just went up there and niggas would have just for face value because it's Hennyman. Hennyman's credible. He said he's seen the battles. Okay, let's get it. And now you up there just talking or not talking, listen to everybody else talking and then piggybacking off their opinion. We act like this can't be happening up there. It's
yeah,
how many people? It's 12 people. You think everybody knows everything? It's impossible.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, shout out to France because before the panels, usually probably like a week before the panels, he does put out a list of the top 20s resumes over the course of the year. So if people did decide to do their due diligence, they could do what you said, get a refresher of these top 10 or whatever. You know what I mean? But I do feel like from
That
sitting
needs
in
to
that
happen.
room, I do feel like some people walk in there with a preset notion already. This is my number one. It don't matter if anybody raises good points, valid points. I'm still sticking with my pick, and
Exactly.
it does feel like that as well a lot of the times. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And then
So
people will go off narrative too. Like how many times you've seen a battle at one point in time you feel like one person won, right? And then you go back and watch it later, you feel like the other person won. And then the other person that you watch back later felt like won. You feel like they won clear though. Like hold on, what the fuck? So you can't go off of what you thought when you first watched it before you go on the panel because now you're going in there with narrative. Watch that shit again. Stand on that. Like, and then on top of that, if you feel like somebody lost a battle, that doesn't mean that battle ain't debatable either. So we can't count debatables as losses.
yeah, and my thing is this, when it comes to picking a champion of the year, it might sound crazy. I know y'all listening. But for me, wins and losses don't as matter as much as how good the performance was. Because
Exactly.
if I beat you at a 7 because you were at a 5,
Right.
that doesn't matter to me as much as me losing to you at a 10 and I was at a 9.
Exactly.
If that makes sense.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
it makes a lot of sense. Yeah,
I look at
performance.
that like that too.
Yeah, yeah. Judge. Yeah, you got to evaluate off the individual performance,
Yeah.
not the battles. The individual performances. We picking champion of the year, not fucking battle of the year.
Yeah.
Evaluate that man's performance. Like like you got Tay Rock and you got battles where they try to say this one was debatable. This person might have beat him. How did Tay Rock do?
Yeah. Yeah. That consistency. Yeah.
Yes, that counts. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter who you think won because as far as who won, again, we talking about opinions. You can't count debatables as losses. So we gotta leave that alone unless a nigga got up there and clearly lost and got cooked. That's when you bring that up. But you look at Tay Rock been consistent all year.
Yeah.
Whether you feel like he lost or won, and then think about the toll this takes on your brain. You can't expect this man to be, you know what I'm saying? Like every fucking performance is like his fucking Hollow the Don performance or some shit like that. Every performance can't be that.
Yeah.
It can't. Like, you know what I mean? Niggas is overcritical and certain shit. So I agree with you on that. Like, you got to judge the individual performances, not so much on who. If this nigga is going crazy, that nigga is going crazy. So, yeah.
Yeah, hey, listen, I got a couple more questions for you, and I know it's early, so I want to get these out the way before you guys run. Now, I could be wrong, but I feel like you be hinting at a retirement coming soon. And if I'm right about that, what's left for John before he go?
Mook.
Okay.
Yeah, Mook. I'll take a Mook battle, but yeah, I'm at the end of the road as far as you know what I'm saying, like just being an active battle rapper, and even like running a league. You know what I mean? I'm stepping into another chapter here, but this chapter is worth you know what I mean, stepping out of this into that. You know what I mean? For me to give this the energy that I need, I gotta get away from this dark energy.
Yeah.
Like the dark energy in battle rap, we talk about it, but it's needed. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
battle rap wouldn't be what it is without the dark energy, but that's the scary part. So to really be involved in battle rap as a battle rapper or anything, just to be into, you know, to elevate and do what you need to do in that, you gotta consume the dark energy and become of the dark energy.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be able to fight it with positivity. Ain't no room for positivity in battle rap. It's not.
Hey, that's a crazy fact right there. That's a
Yeah, ain't
crazy
no room for
fact.
positivity in battle rap. It's built off us tearing each other down. Like
That
it's
is
built off
crazy right
talking
there.
shit and all of that. Ain't no room for that. You know what I mean? So and then what happens is while me being active as a battle rapper, it leaves room for, you know, niggas want the battle, and that's cool. You get to talking shit, and then you get to saying certain things. And it's like, yo, and when people talk to me, I feel like, yo, do you understand? I'm in a position to help you. So why would you shoot at me and shoot yourself in the foot? It's just like, it makes me mad because now when I'm in, I got to really put you to the side now. Like, I'm not even about to do nothing with this because this nigga's being too disrespectful. And I don't want to be that spiteful to nobody. So it's like, so so if I take myself out the equation, I don't deal with none of this shit. I won't have to talk to nobody. I won't have to deal with nobody. You know what I mean? Niggas want to talk shit. I don't have to engage. Right now, I'm in battle mode. So everything I see is gonna bother me. Everything. John about to lose the who? What? What this ball? Everything. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on everything, but I gotta have that. Like, I gotta be able to just tune out of that. You know what? Let y'all have that because I'm on a bigger mission over here. So for me to do that, I'm on a cusp of bringing millions of dollars in the battle rap, Hennyman.
I like that.
Like millions. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
like
it's
that.
not like, you know what I mean? And it's gonna go to where it need to go to. It's gonna go to the battlers. It's gonna go to, you know what I mean? It's not gonna be like controlled money like how the caffeine situation was.
Right.
It was controlled. There's something in place that's gonna be set up for battle rap to really get the money that's there. There's a whole side. There's millions of dollars waiting on us. A whole side that we not getting. Everybody just focused on pay-per-view and YouTube. There's a whole nother side of revenue that we ain't tapped into yet that's waiting, and I have a deal for it right now. This is how I got Cassidy. So I get everybody to support this event, and them numbers show by the very next event, y'all gonna see the money that came right in the battle rap. It's gonna happen that quick. It's gonna happen that quick. You know what I mean? So, and I don't have to be biased once I make this deal because I'm not gonna be a battle rapper or a league owner. So this is not gonna be, you know what I mean, just subjected to bullpen or John the Don. I'm trying to make it to where I can bring everybody in. So now the dickheads that have made me enemies for no fucking reason, it's gonna be sitting there looking crazy. Now you gotta swallow your pride to try to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate the fact that it has to be like that because I'm not a spiteful nigga. I don't hold grudges. I don't do none of that. But I don't forget either.
Right.
I don't forget. And I'm not talking about the niggas that had opinions like on battle rap. Like, I don't care about that. You can say I lost, whatever. I don't hold grudges on that. I don't give a fuck. But when it comes to something else, when it's personal or you trying to talk down on me, like what I'm doing or I'm not important or I'm not, okay, I'm going to show you how unimportant I am then.
Right.
If I'm not important, you don't need nothing from me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. It ain't just like, and then, you know, it's a reason to really fall back, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I kind of feel like how DNA was feeling too. for a long time. You know, he put all his work in just to constantly be disrespected, and people entertain the disrespect. Why is niggas listening to what the fuck Hansel got to say about me? What the fuck is Hansel doing? This is an example. Like, why do you care what the fuck is, like, what?
Like, yo, you even say his name like you sick of him. Like,
because he's an idiot. He's a real life idiot. Like, he doesn't realize, like, the moves that he's making is going to stop him from getting where he want to go in battle rap. Like, because in the beginning, I only entertained the nigga because I was going to entertain the battle. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
I only
right.
entertain the nigga because I know, I'm aware. Like, I could not say a nigga name and not give him no, like, I know how this shit go. You know what I mean? Once I say a nigga name is this and that. But I remember I went in the spaces. And this nigga said something to me that was just like, we talking shit. Okay, so John, you don't win battles. Boom, boom. Okay, that's fine. All that's cool. This nigga said, yeah, you better take the battle with me now because, he said, because I'm gonna turn it down. The next time I'm about to get popping, basically telling me I'm gonna fall off. He's gonna get popping. I better take it now before I need him.
Right.
So I say, okay, I'm gonna wait till that happens. Then I'm gonna wait till I need you. And I'm gonna see how that go.
Yo, shout out Hansel, man. I'm laughing because it's funny though. Yeah, I mean, if you listen to this, don't take it personal, but
yeah, like I'm gonna wait now. And then I've been waiting. Where you at, Hansel? I'm up here. I don't see you.
Damn.
Hansel.
Damn.
Like, come on. Like, that's like, come on, bro. And then even now, like, if he was to put in the work and get to that point, it's just like, that means you did enough to where somebody wants to pay me to do that. Like, I don't, like, come on.
I do think dude is super nice, but I think that maybe it was the caffeine era. Maybe I don't know what era did this, but it made the newer guys feel way too entitled. And it might be your fault. It might be your fault talking to Hitman outside that damn hotel all the way back then.
I was never entitled though.
Talk to me.
That's the most nerve-wracking shit to me.
Okay.
Not from you, but this is just the culture, period. Niggas love to refer to, like, when me and Jack Boy was going at it, they said the same thing.
Okay.
Oh, you did the same shit with Hitman. It was completely different. These new niggas, they will attack your work, your name, everything. They would tell you you ain't shit, but at the same time ask you to battle them so they could get the look.
See, that's what I don't like right there. That's what I don't like right there, yeah.
Y'all saying fuck the vets, but need the vets. They get mad if the vets don't take the battle from you. That niggas is running. It doesn't make no sense, bro. It doesn't make no sense. So with me and Hitman, we know how Hitman is, right? So if I was to say that type of shit or have that type of energy for Hitman that Jack Boy had with me and Hitman would have fought a few times.
Mm-hmm.
You see the difference? Like, it wasn't, I was telling Hitman, dog, I would beat you.
It was hunger versus entitlement.
Right. It wasn't like you have to battle me. Nah, I was humble. I wasn't even expecting a battle so soon. I'm telling you, I will beat you. When I catch up to you, I'm going to fuck you up. Until then, I'm going to get my work done because y'all telling me I don't got 1 million views. I don't got no headlines. I don't got none of this. This is what they was telling me at the time. All of them, Surf, Big T, Hitman. And every time they said that, I wasn't giving pushback on that because I don't have it. I was realistic. I don't have it. What I do got is these bars, though. And I'm going to catch y'all niggas. So from that point on, when niggas was telling me, I mapped out my career on how to move to acquire these things so y'all can't say this shit to me no more. Now, everything that they said before, I done got more than some of the niggas that was talking to me at that time.
Yeah,
so now, in reverse, you new niggas, y'all talking to me as if y'all don't have to follow in my shoes to get to where y'all need to go. You have to try to be John John. You have to. When you come in through the entry point, or URL, you have to try to do what John John did. You have to try to do Norm and Summer Madness in the same year. You have to try to make, you know what I'm saying? You have to get your shot and take it close range. You have to. After you get that battle, you have to carry it and stay at that level. I never teased it off since I battled Hitman. That's the difference. I was already on a mission. I grew every year and got to the point where, like, come on. I'm in year 15, and they talk about I'm in arguments a battle of the year. Year 15, Henny?
I like that close range reference right there too. That's fire. That's fire.
That's what I'm saying. These niggas is not being realistic. Instead, it's just fucked about John, this and that. You mad at what I got, and like the nigga Hansel also told me, yeah, I feel like you are where you shouldn't be right now. That's the most hating shit in the world. That's like me pulling up in a Phantom. I don't think you should have that car right now.
I don't like
Why
that shit.
not, nigga?
I don't like that.
I bought it. I worked hard for my money and got it. So you telling me like this is
What day
like
they
real
say
shit like that?
he ain't gonna hit. He ain't gonna hit. I hope he don't hit.
I hope he don't hit. Yeah, like come on, bro. Like it's like come on. And the fucked up thing is these niggas are nice. Like you said, Hansel is dope. A lot of niggas is dope, but y'all don't understand. Y'all think that's just it. Everybody is dope. Everybody is rapping good. Nobody's about to just buy a ticket to watch you rap good just because it's you and you rapping good. There's niggas doing bigger names and bigger situations that rap good, just as good, if not better. So you got to do more. You got to do more, and you got to know how to move. And how you been moving is the dumbest shit in the world. You gonna wait till after I have damn near one of the battles of the weekend to try to expose me for stealing and put some collage, only for people to tell you look stupid. You're reaching.
Yeah, I did see that. And I saw the
You look
reaction to it
stupid.
too. I saw the reaction to
And
it too.
then after, when people killing you, you want to reach out to people to do interviews about it. Why you want to do interviews about me? Promote your next battle. Why am I more important than your next battle? You're not battling me. Hansel, it's over. We're never battling. I'm just using you for an example because you did some dumb shit, and I will say your name and just to make an example out of you, and now it's going to stick with you.
You're not even saying his name. You're saying Hansel, like these Hansel hurts you. You're not his nigga name is Hansel.
Yeah. I don't know what that nigga name is. It's a stupid ass name.
All right, listen, I'm gonna get off
So
Hansel, man, because he gonna listen to this and think that he gonna be mad at me, man. I
he
don't want
gonna
no
call
smoke.
you. You gotta get me up there. Interview me.
Hey, he welcome on the
Interview me.
platform, but you know what I mean, we go Hansel, if you pull up, we gonna talk about them battles too, because you gotta get that work in. Just like John said, it's a fact. And that's my problem with a lot of the new guys, man. I just feel like they too entitled and think that they supposed to take the big shot before they work on the small shots and the inside shots and the layups and all that.
Come
You know what I
on,
mean? So
man.
yeah, that's definitely how I feel.
Right.
So moving on, another curveball real quick, man. You just brung up DNA and you brung up, you know what I mean, power moves. Respect to Hitman Holla,
Mm-hmm.
but just people making power moves. You bringing millions into the culture.
Mm-hmm.
K-Shine has recently linked up with something called the Power Network. I'm not completely informed on everything that entails, but I do know he's about to battle Shotty Horror for his return to battle rap. What you think about that right there?
So I feel two different ways. So, let's talk about the announcement.
Okay.
K-Shine returning is like one of the biggest stories in battle rap.
Right.
Only because of who K-Shine is and what he was when we stopped seeing him and the energy. There's only one K-Shine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what? Like, finally, 3 years we get to see this nigga again. But I understand people like, yo, 3 years, you come back and you battling Shotty Horror. Like, you know what I mean? That's basically the consensus reaction. Like, you made us wait for 3 years, Shotty Horror. My thing is this. When you take it to account, when you just look at that matchup alone, how is that not a crazy matchup?
Yeah, Shotty a legend. Shotty is a legend.
Shotty is a legend.
With millions of views.
He raps better than majority of the battle rappers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real. He came from the UK to Jersey to battle Daylight and got crazy. Niggas forgetting this, right? And then look at his energy. Shotty is also a fucking hothead.
Yeah, he don't what do MMA or some shit?
Yes. So think of the energy between Sean and Shotty. Something's gonna go viral in that battle.
Okay.
Something's gonna go viral in that battle. The coverage on it from a Sean return and who Shotty is to a whole fucking country. Like, this matchup covers the board. People are so much surface level thinkers. They're not thinking on a grand scale of things. The same way they comparing like John, why you ain't battle Mook and why you battling Cassidy? Y'all thinking too small.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's something else bigger at play here. So once I see Shine and Shotty, I feel like that informed me on how big this play is and the reach that they trying to get. Shotty Horror left battle rap because he had a major record deal. You see what I'm saying? Like
Right.
he has some shit going on. He got motion. So
Yeah.
I like the matchup a lot. But I understand the announcement like, man, Shotty 3 years, you come back, you battling Shotty?
Yeah.
Like it just caught everybody off guard. Niggas
Yeah, I think that's
like
what it is. Yeah.
to get shit that they not expecting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's what it is. But it's fire though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tuned in. I'm gonna try to be there. I'm waiting. I hit Sean like where that shit is at. He ain't give me no answer yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm wanting. That's my 2 question marks. Where is it at, and what's the rest of the card? That's my 2 questions right there. Yeah, I mean, shout out Shine. Hopefully, I could get him on the line sooner than later as well. Yeah, I mean, Holla versus Geechi. I want to say who you got. You stood in front of both of these guys. I know you probably got Holla, so just give me a quick breakdown of what you think about the battle.
I mean, that battle could go either way, for real. I can't just say I got Holla clearly.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, he going to have to fight to get that. You know what I mean? He going to have to fight to get that. Geechi, because Geechi's so sneaky, man. Like, you don't understand. Like, you might see Geechi one time, and it just look like he don't give a fuck. And then
Geechi be rocking niggas to sleep. That's what it is.
Yeah, Geechi will give you all of that in one battle. Geechi will give you one round where it seems like, oh, this nigga bullshit. And then the next round, he just going crazy. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but just
like Geechi. But, I feel like Geechi is looking at Hitman right now like that's his biggest battle. Yeah, he battled Lux. Yeah, he battled Mook. He battled. But the fact that he's battling Hitman after these niggas with all of this shit going on, and everything, you know what I'm saying? What Hitman's still who he is. Hitman does more numbers than Mook and Lux. Let's just be real.
Okay.
On a consistent basis.
Okay.
So, on paper, yes, this is Geechi's biggest battle, and I feel like Geechi is looking at that and he's going to lock in. However, Hitman is one of the most competitive niggas in battle rap history. When he feels tried, when he feels disrespected, I know his writing process. I know his writing process. He's day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? I see he was at the bowling alley yesterday. I'm pretty sure in between him bowling, he's saying bars to himself. Or probably spitting bars to the people that's around him. He's that type of nigga. He's that. We go to the mall or something, he'll just be saying bars while he walking through the mall. That's how much like how locked in Hitman is, you know what I mean? And if Geechi is not as locked in like that, but I heard Geechi said he started writing for Hitman before he started writing for Hustle. So that's very telling too.
Yeah.
That's why I said this shit gonna be crazy. Man.
Yeah, I ain't hear that, but I'm definitely in tune with that joint right there for sure, man.
Wild, man.
My last question, I could have asked this. You referenced a couple things about bullpen. You actually said that you trying to throw the event of the year with Endgame. My personal opinion, outside of maybe Mass, you competing with yourself for event of the year because politics as usual was crazy. You feel me? Is bullpen since last year League of the Year became a thing? Is bullpen 2024 League of the Year?
Let's save this conversation for after Endgame. Once Endgame happened, I'm realistic, right? So I could have a whole schedule, and people would be like, look at my schedule and be like, yo, damn, John, you looking like Battle of the Year with these battles you got coming up. And my whole thing is, I can't, because if I take these battles and I get cooked, how am I Battle of the Year just because I took the battle?
That's a fact too. That is a fact.
We got to complete it. So yes, Endgame probably on paper is like I'm not gonna say too much, but
say too much. Say too much. Say way too much.
Once the event happened, like I might be biased. I love this Endgame card. I'm not gonna lie. Like you asked me, like ain't like top to bottom. Top to bottom is just crazy. You know what I mean? So, but if it completes and the battles turn out just as good as how they look on paper, for sure, League of the Year. for sure. And then this will be the first time where there's a conversation for League Owner of the Year, Battle of the Year, and League of the Year is all tied into one nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I like the way you talking. I like the way you talking.
Never seen that. Does that count for champion? The league too?
Now,
Well,
I don't. But I take into account the trail that you took too. So where you at on the card, everything mattered to me. You feel me? And so I mean, how much stress you had to do, how much the expectations were on you for these battles. Because when you battler of the year, I respect every league and everything, but when them bright lights is on and that pressure is on, that's what makes you a champion, in my opinion. So yeah.
That's a fact. That's a
fact.
So you look at the Calico shit. That was politics as usual.
Mm-hmm.
We main event.
Yeah,
that's pressure.
Yeah,
and it's Calico. This goes back
Calico,
to
one of my favorites ever. Yeah, yep.
Let's go back to Gnome 2. You go to Sirius Jones. That's 3 days. That's pressure.
Yeah. Rivalry, long time rivalry.
We go to Massacre. I'm battling Frack. I said this man is the most dangerous nigga over there on King of the Dot. Like let's not ignore that.
That's a fact.
And then we go over there and we have Battle of the Weekend, arguably.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. And then you go to Summer Madness. Yeah, me and Coffee. It was a solid battle. It was a cool battle. But this is Kings versus Queens. It count. I had to put a score on the board for the Kings.
Yeah.
It count.
That's a stat right there.
So every time I stepped outside, it counted, and I delivered. Every single time. I'm 100% this year. 100%. Y'all gave me shit last year when the events happened in October. You know what I mean? Like I had a bad month with Dope in the Pen and what was it? Pandemonium when I battled and you know I had no shows and shit like that.
Right.
You know they was giving bullpen hell. We jumped out 2024 politics as usual. Crazy. You had to be there. Crazy. The pinnacle. I'm about to drop them battles. Crazy. And then now we got Endgame.
Yeah.
All we need is 4.
Yeah. That's a solid 4 events right there. That's a solid 4.
4 events, 5 battles. What are we talking about?
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. John, that's all the questions I got for you, but I'm definitely gonna hold you to that. Let's meet again after the Endgame event, man. I definitely want to talk to you after the Cass battle. I'm gonna try to get Cass up here so he can talk his talk too, man. But I enjoyed this conversation. I appreciate you doing this. I like the audio style, man. Like I said, the people come to my page, they listen to the spaces. Yeah, I mean, people be telling me they be at work and just letting it play. So, yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to do more interviews like this. I appreciate you being my first one like this, though, for sure.
Oh, that's hard. Yeah, see, more history, man. More history.
I talk crazy.
Shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, but salute to you, man. Battle Rap Trap. You already know what's going on.
Definitely.
Man.
My dogs.
October 19th.
Endgame. Hey, I hope to see, and I know you're not going to say it. You already said you're not going to say it, but I'm hoping to see my hitters on there. We got Clone, Bad News, and Loso. I'm hoping to see my hitters on there, man. Your hitters, my dogs. Yeah, I mean, but I'm looking forward to the... I'm hoping to see them on there too, man. All right, my dog. I appreciate you, John.
You ready? Yep.
Salute.
Bitches to try.